Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. Look, y'all gonna make me do it. I just heard the press conference, or really the conference call, so to speak, with Deontay Wilder and Shelly Finkel. And based on what I've heard, I sit here and listen to 3 hours of this shit. Okay. And I heard Deontay say some of the most irrelevant things. And I got to share it with you guys, okay? I'm going to break it down bit by bit. You know, he said, well, Shelly, let's start with him because Shelly started first. And he was like, well, you know, the $28 million, that might seem like a lot of money to someone, but it's not. It's really not. $28 million. All right. If he has a Wembley, he has the venue, and he says, well, you can't give us anything. It's like you're going to offer. We don't work for you. You don't offer us anything. We sit down and we talk about a fair split. That's what he says. You don't pick a venue and just, you have to negotiate or bid for a venue of something of that magnitude. What the fuck is bigger than Wembley? What is bigger than Wembley Stadium? You know what I mean? It's like, that's first off. Second of all, didn't you return down the $15 million that you agreed upon because there's no date and no venue? I mean, that clearly was the case, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. They were going to take the $15 million, which Deontay Wilder just said that, I was going, look what I went through to make the fight happen. I decided to take $15 million just to make the fight happen for the fans. Motherfucker, you didn't. That's the whole thing. You trying to convince everyone that you accepted $15 million that you really didn't agree to. So if you agreed to it, why haven't we saw that fight? Because of a date and a venue. Now there's a date and a venue. Now you're saying, no, you don't give us anything. If you want a fight of this magnitude, we're going to have to split 50-50. Okay, they use Fury as an example. They said, well, Fury, we gave him 60-40. We gave him 40%. We took 60%. That wasn't 50-50, by the way. But that's what they done. What the fuck did he make after the split, though? See, they contradict themselves with, I want 50-50. So I guess you're admitting that, by your own admission, you're admitting that Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder would be the better fight. Is that why you want 50-50? Because honestly, Deontay Wilder hasn't proven that he even deserves that. Honestly, he doesn't deserve 50-50. That is not, that pay-per-view, he said, his excuse is, Anthony Joshua now wants to come over here and offer a fight. Why didn't he show up at the fight? Why would you care if he showed up at a fight if he's offering you $28 million? He'll say, hey, I'll double what you're worth. That's basically what he said. Hey, I'll double it. Because he showed what he was worth from what he made, guys. You understand that, right? So if a guy's sitting here telling you, no, I think I deserve this, and then he goes off and fights someone that has a name, and then he only generates a certain X amount of dollars, that is what, $8 million, okay? And supposedly he might get 14, knowing damn well he will not get 14. They were like, fair enough, we'll give you 28 million. And you won't take that. 15, that's almost double of what you said you were going to agree upon, but there's no date, no venue. Now you say, we don't need your date and venue. We have to bid for that. So now they're bitching about where it's going to be. You see what I'm saying? You were bitching about the amount of money. Now you're bitching about where it's at. Now you're bitching. You were bitching about, the date and venue. Now you're going back. You're going in circles. This shit's going in circles. And I look at Deontay Wilder and the shit he says, it's just fucking remedial. It's remedial. And a lot of this shit's actually kind of feminine. Let me read it. My mouth is hurting and my body's tired from promoting the fight because I'm so exhausted. Look, man, Okay, let me read something else. We're not gonna do any more entertaining Eddie Hearn. I accepted the $15 million to show you that I'm serious. I already covered that. But I was hurt so bad those 4 months I waited and waited. Dude, you was hurt so bad. What the fuck are you talking about? What is this like? What is this, a soap opera? What is this, a skit? You know what I'm saying? What is this fucking, what is it, Telemundo or what? He's like, I was hurt so bad. What? You was hurt so bad? Dude, this is business. You say, oh, they don't play with Americans' emotions. We don't take that, man. Men are emotional. No, not all men are emotional, bro. Stop that bullshit. You're an emotional dude. You show it in the ring. You show it outside the ring all the fucking time, apparently. And I hated to go hard on Deontay like this, and I was trying to refrain. But watching this, listening to this shit, and the boxing voice, even these guys, I know they're pro Wilder, but even they were like, dude, why don't you give him another shot? If he's saying he wants to offer you $28 million and you said you already agreed to 15 fucking million, why aren't you taking that 28 million if you believe you can win? The date and venue's already set, but you don't want that now. According to Shelly Finkel. Shelly Fickle. You know what I mean? That's what his name should really be. Fickle, because he's saying one thing, now he's saying another. Now he's saying one thing, now he's saying another. He's full of shit. And then really what it is, these bozos, this is how stupid this is. Now check this out. You would turn down $28 million to fight Fury again for the possibility of making more money on the next draw, which probably, who knows? Because they're saying, well, do you know how many illegal streams there were? There were 10 million, right? Who gives a fuck? That just shows you that people are not going to buy this shit in America. That's what that's showing. That's showing people won't buy it. And it might be, what? So 20 million people will stream it? So what are you proving by pay-per-view? Why do you think pay-per-view is? Because the investors are seeing that this many illegal streams are being put to use by people that are not paying for it. Why should you invest your money in it? Think about that. Why should you invest your money in pay-per-view if that many people are watching that shit illegally? That means they're looking at it without even paying for it. So why have it? So it's only that number might increase to get these dumbasses to see, like, no, you probably need something like a streaming app. Now, the Showtime streaming, that's a good idea. Just like kiosks that sell movies was a good idea. Redbox, hello, versus Blockbuster, hello. We'll go back to that reference. Go back to that analogy. All right. So, I gotta go move forward. He's saying, oh, well, Joshua, you thought you were the only one that was around. You thought you were the only one that mattered. It wasn't the case that he was the only one that mattered. It was the case that you were the one with the last belt. In the WBC, he says the most prestigious belt. My opinion on belts are, I think it's what you do with the belt and how you defend the belt. The people you fight when you have it. If you fight a bunch of losers, what fucking difference does it make? I don't care if you got the most prestigious belt because you're representing the belt. The belt ain't representing you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, he has the WBC, and that's regarded as a prestigious belt, but all of them are full of shit unless you have them all. Then you're undisputed. He's not even unified. He never unified shit. You know what I mean? He's what you call a unified lie. An undisputed lie. That's Deontay Wilder. Because that's what he claimed. One face, one name, right? Now he wants to fight Fury again. For what? Why? So he can outbox you again, and then you might get a knockdown or two and claim you won the whole fight based on a knockdown. That's basically what he did the first fight. And let me understand you something. The fight was a good fight, but he didn't make it good. He was that person in there running after a motherfucker like this, trying to throw a right hand. You know what I'm saying? So no, he didn't make that fight exciting. The exciting part that he did create and produce was the knockdowns. But other than that, Tyson Fury danced around him and peppered his ass with the jab. And every so often, he stood down on his punches and he threw a right between the guards. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Tyson Fury, Yeah. Oh, here's Deontay Wilder. Yeah, Tyson Fury. Yeah, he had magic. No, moron. He didn't have magic. He just knew how to fucking box. Something that you should have learned how to do in the Olympics, in the amateurs, but you didn't learn. You're so eager. Yeah, because Tyson Fury got in your head. You won't admit that, fine. Whatever. But that's my opinion. And it showed how you fought guys. And even the dudes from the boxing voice, like, hey, why didn't you wait for, like you waited for Ortiz and you waited for Gerard, Washington. You waited for these guys to come in and you took your time and you set up the right. Why couldn't you do that with Fury? Oh, I don't know. Just something, my hand. I don't know what was going on. What it is, it wasn't your hand, buddy. It was your head. Your head, what was going on. He got in your head, living rent free. Remember that? That's what was happening in this situation. So you turned down $28 million to not accept the fight. So I'm going to turn down fucking $30 million so I don't take the fight at all. You're that scared of Anthony Joshua that you would turn down $30 million? Motherfucker, that's worse than him making 50. Turning down to 50. Oh, and mind you this. Oh, I'm not going into detail. This is Shelly Finkel. I'm not going into detail where the money was coming from. Why? Why wouldn't you tell anyone where the money's coming from? Why, you don't want to lie again? Because Frank Warren already said that the money was coming from him and BT Sports. He said it was coming on Sky. Oh, well, we already agreed that it was coming on Sky Sports. Okay. That's not what the fuck Frank Warren said. You know what I mean? You got to give up rights to everything that you've built. That's stupid. And again, we're offering this shit to you, not the other way around. So here's the deal. If the split was so bad, why was these motherfuckers so quick to quote unquote accept it before? Now it's different because now you've actually drew something down and made a percentage split to see how it actually goes. Now you're trying to pull that prototype shit on Anthony Joshua in them. But it's not working. And it's not going to work. You turn down $28 million. That's okay. You go ahead and fight Fury. You get fucking outboxed and get your belt taken from you. And then all the fucking shit will go back to the UK, you fucking moron. That's stupid as fuck. You gonna turn down $30 million. Your kids could be set off that $30 million. If you knock Anthony Joshua out, you can get $60 million, idiot. No, he's not an idiot. He's a fucking dummy. Okay? He's a dummy. He's not an idiot. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. He's a fucking dumbass. He's dumb. His fucking handlers are idiots. Because what they would rather do, they'd rather him, no, we don't believe that you're going to beat Anthony Joshua. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn down all that negotiation to save face. Like, no, we want a percentage split. And then possibly you get back in there in Fury and hope you knock him out, which that won't happen. Fury's going to fucking outbox you next time. He's probably training right now as I speak. And he's going to outbox you. He's going to be faster, quicker. You're not going to be able to load up on that right hand because you're not as fast as Fury. We saw that shit. Fury knows what to do with you when you come swinging them dumb sissy ass punches. He knows to tie your ass up like Mayweather did Pac-Man. Spin you around, give you a hook or two, and then lead you back to the middle of the ring and repeat the process. That's exactly what's going to happen. And he's going to pepper you and swell your eyes up again, make you look like a fool, then you're going to get desperate, and then you're going to start doing dumb shit. That's it. You're going to lose your belt, then you're not going to have shit. So, congratulations. And I will be there. Because it was dumb. He could have at least took the money and got his family set if he was thinking about family, but he said it wasn't about money at one point. Remember that shit? Come on, guys. These are all contradicting things that came out of his mouth. Anthony Joshua, you give me $50 million, I'll fight tomorrow. And these motherfuckers show up. He emails Eddie Hearn about, hey, I got $50 million. We're interested. No, you got 24 hours to accept or no go. Who the fuck does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you're trying to convince people that you have the money. You're trying to convince people with money that you have the money that you never had in your life. Come on, man. It just make this shit make sense, please. And I heard this shit and listened to this, and I listened. And I'm okay, because I always try to hear people out. I try to hear them out. But obviously, Deontay, he is butthurt, hurt so bad. I could have fought someone else. Fucking why didn't you fight somebody else then? You know what I mean? He acted like he was looking for an opponent that bad. Why didn't you fight your mandatory like Anthony Joshua did? He could have fought Dominique Brazil. I would love to see Dominique knock his ass out because Dominique deserves another shot at Anthony Joshua than him. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy is gonna piss off his opportunity, and once again throughout his career, he's gonna miss out on some of the biggest paydays he's ever had. Fuck the Fury fight. The Fury fight was a substitute. It's a good substitute, okay, with the $4 million guarantee. Ooh, 2.5 million more than 1.5 million more than the highest payday you've ever made, and that was with Ortiz, right? You know what I mean? At least you got that. But I guess people that make a certain amount of money that are not accustomed to a certain amount of money don't know how to deal with having that certain amount of money with them. So it's easy for him to turn that down because he never knew what that's like. It's his first pay-per-view. He did fairly well. But I have to tell you, he's a liar and he's ducking, or his people are ducking. And it's all because of his feelings. Dude, this is business. Act like a real fucking man. Man up. Fight the guy. He challenged you in your own country. And this is what your rebuttal is. This shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he already knows. I don't have to go with the numbers because they already know we gotta draw a dick. He fucking sounds like the real Frank Lucas. And anybody ever heard this motherfucker? That's what he sounds like. But that's what'll happen. They're trying to save face. It's not damage control, people. He's trying to save face when he clearly knows that he can lose. And all he has is one belt. A guy comes there with 4 fucking belts saying, hey, I'll give you $30 million. Now, if Evander Holyfield came knocking on Lennox Lewis's door and offered him the same amount of money, he would have took it because he only took $10 million to fight Holyfield. Right? And I wonder how his newfound relationship with Lewis is now. Because Lewis thought that Fury won and he thought about his own shit. And then, you know what I mean? Now he thinks that Anthony Joshua will knock him out too. So he's on board. He gets it. Because he understands that the dude that I thought that was better than I thought he was ain't shit. Deontay Wilder, he doesn't respect the boxing science. He doesn't have ring IQ. All he has is a punch. Okay? It's hard to respect that. So, anyway, I just had to recap that, counterpunch that. It took me a while because they said a lot of the shit. It's 3 hours of this shit, guys. So, no, I'm not going to leave the link below. Fuck it. It's on the Boxing Voice. Check it out yourself. Of course, please subscribe, guys. Tell me what you think. Wilder fans, welcome. Joshua fans, welcome. Non-biased fans, welcome. It is what it is. But this is me, signing off. Peace.